Touchdown Tampa Bay. You're listening to the Pewtercast.
Welcome to the Pewtercast. I am Brent Allen, your host, joined as always by my good friend Ren, bundled up, Daxed. Ren, you looking a little cold over there tonight, friend?
I'm Mole Man.
Mole Man.
That's my alter ego.
Your alter ego. Is this a DC or Marvel universe character?
American Pickers.
American. So this is what is that? History Channel. You're a History Channel character now.
I'm American Pickers character. They picked this guy twice named Mole Man, and he lived underground.
Really?
Like, literally, like that's he. If you know, he's a little touched. Can function and everything, but like just a strange cat. And he just started digging one day, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then he would just like support the roofs and the sides with like doors and pieces of plywood, and it went on for like a long, and like it's some of the spots were so narrow, and that's where he lived. He just lived down there. Yeah, just started digging and digs his own little mine shaft. Where Frank had a very hard time getting in between some spots.
I think I might have a very hard time getting between some of those spots as you describe them.
You could not go. You wouldn't be able.
Sorry,
to
guys. I'll just wait out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like me waiting outside a roller coaster is pretty much what that would be.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway.
Well, guys, listen, this is our midweek show, our Wednesday show. And Ren, we've kind of got a new thing that we're doing here in the middle of the week with all the stuff that happens, talking about the game that we just played. We've got all the news that happens throughout the week. We've got the upcoming game and all that kind of stuff. And it all sort of blends together over the course of the season and rolls. We've sort of got this midweek show where we're going to take a break from all of that and just have a little bit of fun.
Right.
As Bucs fans. So we're going to be doing that tonight. Last week, we did a top 10 list. Tonight, I don't know it's so much a top 10 list as much as it is a 10 list.
A list of 10.
Yeah, but you texted me this idea, and I went, that's a good idea. We could have some fun with that. Tell the folks out there what we're going to do tonight.
Well, it's funny. When you liked it, I was like, oh, of course you would, because it was my least favorite idea.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, of course you'd like that one, because I do not. But we're doing alter egos of just like 10 Bucs players, like who they're, and it's not necessarily superhero, but it can be. But it can be a real life person. It can be anything. Just sort of like if this person, like their playing style and the way they play on the field and their personality was some other person in pop culture or some other thing in pop culture, who would they be? Their alter ego. I am Mole Man.
I am my regular ego right now.
Yeah, you're not in your alter ego.
No. I think my alter ego would be more me.
More me. It's me again.
It's me again, Margaret. Anyone out there? Hey, Ren, before we get to that, real quick, got a quick word from our friends, acquaintances, people who want us to talk about it over at MyBookie, mybookie.ag. Between the NFL, the college, and the Major League Baseball playoffs, which are now over.
They are.
Thanks to Kevin Cash. There is no shortage of games to watch.
Don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
There's no shortage of games to watch. Thousands of lines available for all your favorite sports and other non-sporting events as well, like the presidential election. And you can turn every day into a payday at mybookie.ag. And if you're the type of person who likes to back the big favorites, then put a couple on a parlay for a much bigger payout.
Yes.
Not only do they make the meaningless games exciting, but more importantly, they give you a chance to turn ordinary bets into a real moneymaker.
Ka-ching.
And don't forget the underdogs. They also have a ton of value. And every team truly has a chance to win every single Sunday, and you guys do too. Now, listen, here's what you can do.
I feel like I've heard this ad before.
You might have once or twice, or everywhere that MyBookie advertises. And with that, if you've done, look, here's the deal. You guys know the deal at this point. Go over to MyBookie, sign up, use our promo code Overtime. I'll let you know that you came from us and you help support the show when you do that. And what they're going to do is when you make that deposit, they're going to match it dollar for dollar up to $1,000. So that's pretty cool. It's a bonus that's going to design to give you a little extra help and a head start on your way to starting a brand new winning season using the promo code Overtime and claim your bonus up to $1,000 when you make that first deposit.
Do you think if we just keep talking about how annoying it is to read the same ad and hear it on every single podcast out there, that next week we'll be saying something like, as expected, MyBookie's no longer with us.
It's possible.
It's possible.
I just, I don't know.
Silver lining.
To be fair, one thing MyBookie always says is like, hey, like make this your own and do something with it. And so for the reps out there listening at MyBookie,
that's what we're doing.
You asked for it. This is what Ren and I do. This is how the show works. Is we make fun of ourselves and other people all the way around. So yeah, that's what happens. And who knows if they get mad, maybe not, maybe they'll pull it. And if
can you
not,
bet that on MyBookie if they'll be a sponsor next week?
It's a prop bet. I think that's what they call that is a prop bet.
It is what they call a prop bet.
Is that a prop bet?
It would be, yeah.
All right, so you guys go over there, do that. But seriously, use Overtime. It just means you came from us, and we would appreciate that, and so would they if you are of the gambling type. That out of the way, Ren.
Yes.
We've got some alter egos to talk about. You've got 10, I've got 10, having a little bit of fun tonight.
Right.
For those of you out there who are listening to this, maybe you're watching on YouTube or you're listening to the podcast. Yeah, right. You come over and see Ren and his like you look like Mikey's little brother from the Christmas Story movie, and like you're about to go running down the street in the snow.
Oh, about
like you're that like bundled
about to
right
pop.
Now.
Not even close.
Yeah, you look like you're about to, yeah.
I have a hood on. That is it.
And it is zipped up to your chin.
It's always zipped up to my chin.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys go check that out. But wherever you guys are, listen, email into us at thepewtercast@gmail.com or tweet us
about my costume, my alter ego.
Tweet us about your alter ego, your top 10.
Oh,
and who
okay.
you guys have out there.
Not top 10.
And guys, again, it's just something fun to get into. It's just something fun to talk about. Who do you guys think is out there? So, Ren, we have not shared each other's list. I have no idea who you're picking.
Yeah, we probably don't have the same people. I'm sure we have a lot of the same people.
I'm sure we probably have some of the same people.
Right.
Mine are certainly some of the more marquee names across the team, as I'm sure yours are.
I have Pinion, Suck Up, and Triner.
And Zach Shackelford. No,
they are Zan, Gleek, and Jane.
All right,
I've done that before. You don't know who the Wonder Twins are.
No.
When it was Battle of the Super Friends and it went to Super Friends, and they'd go off like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, they'd go off, and the story would stay at the Hall of Justice, and it was these two alien
people left by
fraternal twins. One turned Jane. She turned into any animal she wanted to. And Zan, the dude, he could turn anything type of water. So he could be like a tidal wave, a bucket of water, ice, a sheet of ice. And Gleek was their pet monkey, pretty much. And they were terrible. But like every episode, they'd go off and fight, and they'd go, should we go? Should we not go? And then they end up going to try to help and screw it up, and Superman have to come and save him at the end. And then you get the lesson, kids, it's great to try to help, but let the adults take care of the scary stuff. And so anyway, I don't have those three, and the Wonder Twins will not be making an appearance. So yes, marquee names.
I'm a little interested to see, like, I know the type of characters that I pulled from, and I've got people from all different categories, but I generally know the type. I'm interested to see who you pull out and how obscure some of yours are going to be. I've got one or two that are a little obscure, but I'm just, just to.
I try not to go too obscure.
Okay.
Because I didn't like, I could have, and that's something I would do. Let's face it. I would do 10 things where no one listening would know who any of these characters were, and it'd be no fun for them though. Like, trust me, it's spot on. Google it.
You have to give us a story for every single one of them. And be like, oh god,
yeah, oh my god, here we go again.
Right.
So back in 1983,
and I'm at a spot where, like, I'm not editing this shit anymore, man. It just Rin rants, he just goes, and I'm like, oh, whatever, man. All right. So with that, Ren, why don't you? I don't know. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? How do you want to do it this week?
I want you to go first.
I thought you might. That's why I stopped to ask.
Yeah, but I want to, like, sort of, each person we should try to describe, like, give a general idea what we picked.
Okay.
Not without obviously giving away. Not like the good guy in.
Like, describe the alter ego first without naming them.
Yeah, but
tie it to the player.
Yeah,
Or say who the player is, and then talk about who we're. Right,
let the other person guess, and if they guess right or wrong, then you go into it. But not like the spaceman from Toy Story. Like, that's, okay.
Okay.
It has to be a little harder than that.
Okay.
Or maybe I should start to give you an idea.
Yeah, that sounds better. Real quick though, so you said you tried to get not too obscure. Were there any like criteria or anything that you use to make picks? Okay.
None. Like I said, most of them are like in the superhero realm.
Okay.
Or cartoonish fake realm, but I have real people. I like one of my person's a TV show. So, here's my person. It's Ryan Jensen.
All right.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yogi Bear.
Really? No.
That's the first Hanna-Barbera character that comes to my mind.
Okay. Mustache. So we're playing Password.
I don't know.
6 Shooters.
Oh, what was that? The Sam guy.
Yosemite Sam. Yeah.
Yosemite Sam. Was that Hanna-Barbera? I thought that was Looney Tunes.
That is Hanna-Barbera. I thought that was
Looney Tunes is Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Trust me,
Okay.
dude. You weren't even out of your dad's ball sack when I was watching Hanna-Barbera, like Looney Tunes, like it was the show. Trust me. Yes, yes, it is. I saw you give me the side eye, like you don't believe me. Like, yes, Looney Tunes is Hanna-Barbera for sure. Book it. Why don't are you googling it? Okay. Well, let's everyone wait for Brent and his mistrusting ways.
Because it's not.
What is it?
It's Warner Brothers.
Oh my God! It's Hanna-Barbera, but Hanna-Barbera is.
But to your defense, there are a series of Hanna-Barbera Looney Tunes crossovers.
Okay, maybe that's what.
Yeah. But regardless,
What?
go ahead. Yeah, it's true.
All right. Wow, I even booked it and everything. Wow, I didn't know
the number of times I let you go off on stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. Go ahead.
Are you trying to say I'm wrong a lot?
No. Go ahead, Red. So who do you got?
I just Yosemite Sam.
You said Ryan Jensen, Yosemite Sam. Yeah, that's good.
It's pretty obvious. I mean, I really don't have to go into why. He's, redhead, feisty, goes off at the drop of a hat, mean, wants to fight everybody. Pretty simple.
I like it. I also had a Ryan Jensen. So I'll go, since we're not ranking these, while we're in that vein, we'll talk about it. All right. Yeah. So I've got Ryan Jensen. All right, here are the words I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Orange.
Okay. Syracuse Mascot.
No.
Garfield.
Cats. No.
Cats.
Yeah, cats. Robots.
Oh, Jesus. I like everything should be with you should be Pixar or Disney. Like I
But this is not.
It is
not Pixar, Disney, Harry Potter, or Star Trek.
Oh wow. Well then I don't know. Or were there cats? Were there orange cats in Hamilton?
No.
No. Okay. Then
No,
I guess
none of
I'm
the above.
stumped. Robots.
All right. Yeah. You would know this, Ren.
Yeah.
You remember Voltron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the orange driver for Voltron, his name was Hunk.
Okay.
And Ryan Jensen is Hunk.
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think you wanted to say hunk.
No, but I mean, Hunk was a guy. He loved his food.
Yep.
Right?
No, I remember him.
He was real jovial. He was real happy, but he also could have a little bit of an edge to him. And he was part of a badass team of 5 people. So there you go.
I don't think there was an orange Thundercat or Voltron cat.
His color, he was the yellow. See, his cat was yellow, but like his
uniform was orange.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
All right, shall I go to a fan favorite or a fan loathsome or one of my personal favorites?
Go fan loathsome.
Donovan Smith.
Oh, you put him on the list.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. He is Voldemort. No, he's not that good.
No.
Voldemort was actually good at what he did.
It's another Hanna-Barbera, but this is actually Hanna-Barbera. This is Hanna-Barbera. This is Hanna-Barbera.
Muttley. No.
Hated even worse. Ruined a great cartoon series.
Oh, I can't. I have no idea who you're talking about. But go ahead. Who are you talking about?
They took 2 of the main people off, and then brought this nephew onto the show, and was just an annoying piece of crap that everybody hated.
Was it Scrappy Doo?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you loved everybody else, you know? It's like, I love Scooby-Doo. Where are you? And then, like, you love everyone around him, like the Bucks. You love everybody around him.
Yep.
But then you look out at left tackle, and they're Scrappy, and you're just like, you son of a bitch. What are you doing here? You're ruining everything.
It's kind of like the cousin Oliver of Scooby-Doo, huh?
Is that Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind. I thought, to be honest, I couldn't stand Brady Bunch. I watched it because, you know, everyone talked about it.
You had 3 channels growing up?
I did, dick. But I didn't have to walk to school. I did have to ride my bike. Both ways.
On flat ground.
On flat ground. Totally flat ground. But it was bumpy. It was made of brick, so I mean, you know. But yeah, so that's my Donovan. Scrappy Doo. Just, you know, the person you love to hate.
Well, I'm going to stick on the offensive line then.
Okay.
Since you did. And I'm going over to Alex Kappa.
All right.
And for this one, I will go to a Disney Pixar character.
Okay.
We're talking a young guy who hung around.
Human or not?
Huh?
Human or not?
Human. Yeah.
Okay.
Human. Who hung around, had a longer hairstyle, sort of similar to Kappa's. And mostly he was just really, really young and tried to keep up with the big boys. And sometimes okay, and sometimes didn't. No.
Baby Tarzan?
No. Tarzan was Disney, by the way, not Pixar.
I said
Disney Pixar. Yeah, I said Disney Pixar. I meant Pixar specifically.
I thought you could have sworn you said Hanna-Barbera, and Tarzan's Hanna-Barbera. I don't know. That's my guess.
Incrediboy.
Okay.
From Incredibles, the little sidekick guy who kept trying to like team up.
That's Nitro, isn't it? Or what was his grown-up name? When he had his island, it's like Citro, Nitro.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, Incrediboy.
Yeah, Incrediboy.
Okay.
Mostly just because of the age, and they're both blonde, and
yeah, I don't like that one because Incrediboy turns into evil. I mean, he's gonna lure all our good players to his secret island.
Syndrome.
Syndrome. There you go. Yeah, is that Hanna-Barbera?
Yes, it is.
Damn it! All right, I'm going to my favorite player. Who
on the offensive line?
Nope, on the team, like all-around favorite player as a person, what they're interested in, how they can talk on any subject. They're very thoughtful, If you've listened to the pod before, of course, I'm talking about
Mike
Ndamukong Suh.
All right.
And this is a Marvel character.
Oh.
So you got to think cultured and fierce or scary or ferocious.
Are we talking MCU Marvel or non-MCU Marvel?
I'll give you MCU.
Black Panther.
No.
No. Cultured, serious.
Very smart, but also
Don't say Iron Man. Iron Man?
no.
Okay.
The other smart guy.
The
Last
other
guess.
smart- Bruce Banner.
Right, but I did the last one where he was half Banner, half Hulk. So I don't remember.
Okay,
I don't.
Smart Hulk. Like
Smart Hulk. I called him half Hulk, but yeah,
Yeah.
Smart Hulk.
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
Hulk is my Ndamukong Suh.
Gotcha. I also had Sue
Okay.
on my list. This is another Disney one.
Professor Xavier.
No. This was another guy who was very large and very brooding and sometimes kind of quiet, but also really kind of seemed to have a soft side to him.
T-Rex.
But was able, he was a big scary guy to get the job done.
Piggy Bank.
No.
No, you're talking. I know what it is. I got it.
Who?
It's how come I can't remember their name?
I don't know.
It's Monsters Inc.
No.
No.
No, you're talking Sully. Is who you're
Yes,
thinking
I am
of.
talking
No.
Sully.
No, this is a deeper cut than that.
Wow, of course
From-
it is.
from-
And you're worried about me going obtuse, and you started with like the fourth Voltron character no one remembers.
Hunk was awesome. He was my favorite. I always loved him.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but like Voltron hasn't been on TV for like 20 years.
Ultron is on. What are you talking about, Ren? It's on TV right now. Well, Netflix anyway.
Oh, like
Brand
old-
new series being made by DreamWorks right now.
Oh, they redid it.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's great. It is fantastic.
Sure. Is it DreamWorks or is it Hanna-Barbera?
It's Hanna-Barbera.
Okay, you were saying you're giving my last clue.
Mhm. Lilo and Stitch. He's in the movie Lilo and Stitch.
Never watched it.
Cobra Bubbles is this guy's name. You never watch it, so you're not going to know. Cobra
Does he wear a suit?
Yeah.
Black suit, tie,
Yeah, he's
shades,
got glasses.
got a gold earring.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's the Child Protective Services guy who's coming to take away Lilo from her family. And
that's who
he's watching-
you have Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, because
our
he's got
opinions of
that
Ndamukong Suh are so
personality.
different. You have Ndamukong Suh stealing children,
No,
and I have him saving the
I
world.
have him protecting children. And at
No.
the end, he makes a good call. Yes, Cobra Bubbles.
No.
Watch
Sounds
the
like-
movie. You haven't watched the movie. You can't judge him. Cobra was a good dude.
Sounds like
Cobra
he
was a good
harasses this really sweet family just trying to make it,
Well, he's trying to
Right.
protect children from bad situations. Is what he's doing.
which was what?
You should watch the movie and find out.
Okay. What was a bad situation? No parents?
Yeah, actually, no parents.
That makes it bad?
No parents, and can the supervising person actually care for the child?
Oh, was her sister kind of... Was she touched?
She's
Was
had
she,
her hands full. No, she's had her hands
was she mole manish? Hey. All right, this one you'll never get. Oh, you might. Actually, you might get it, but but no one else will get it. Well, I don't know. It's not a person. It's a TV show.
Okay.
The player is
Man
Carlton Davis.
Oh, Man from Uncle.
I don't get the connection, and no. Greatly unappreciated TV series.
Benson.
Here's your other clue, which has nothing really to do with Carlton Davis. Canceled way too soon.
Firefly.
There you go.
Is it really?
Yeah. But Firefly is so underappreciated. I mean, if you're a sci-fi, nut and like sci-fi, you've seen Firefly and you love Firefly and you know Firefly.
Fun fact. I've never
What?
seen Firefly.
Really?
Never seen it.
You gotta just go watch it.
I own it. No, I own it like on digital downstairs. I just have to go. It's like 13 episodes because it got canceled way too early, right?
Yeah.
I just have.
And
not
they didn't air them in order. Fox didn't air them in order.
Oh, really?
They aired them out of order.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's one thing people like really get pissed about.
But you're right. It is for the people who know about it. They absolutely love Firefly.
They know how great it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Carlton Davis. For the people that are paying attention and know Carlton Davis and his play, that's what I'm going to start calling him. I'm going to start calling him Firefly.
All right. Well, I had a Carlton Davis. But for me, it was Carlton Davis, SMB, and Jamel Dean all together as a group.
D&D with SMB.
There you go.
You're welcome.
All right, you ready?
Sure.
I'll get. I don't know if you're gonna get.
Are these 3 people?
Yeah, it's 3 people.
The Wonder Twins
that are being represented by another group of 3 people.
Okay.
From Hamilton.
Oh God. I've seen this once.
The trio. And
this is so obvious to you, and it's almost
a bunch of goofballs who actually get the job done. And for anyone who knows the soundtrack, you get that reference too.
I don't know. Like
they're Lafayette, John Lawrence, and Hercules Mulligan. Hamilton's like 3 friends in the war. Like,
yes, I remember they had a couple of songs together.
They did. They had several songs together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first act.
Yeah. Lafayette. he's so. I don't understand.
Another
people wouldn't hate the French if they understood what Lafayette did for us.
People wouldn't hate the French. Yeah, if they understood what the French as a whole did for us too.
They won us the war.
I went to Lafayette High School.
There you go. Every city. I think every city I've ever lived in, or ever been in, has a Lafayette Street somewhere.
Sure.
And guess who it's named after?
Yeah. The Marquis de Lafayette. This is one of those guys, if you ever go look up his name, he has 15 names.
Oh yeah.
Like
Albus Dumbledore.
Think yes, like Albus Dumbledore. No, think like Vita Vea's full name.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know Vita Vea's full name, Google it, look it up. It just runs on and on and on and on and on and on. So just call me Vita. It's fine.
Yeah. Or Vita or Vita Vea.
Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vea
Vita Vegemin.
As some of the media in this town like to call him. Vita V.
Vita V.
Vita V. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's really? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're a top 20 market. Why don't you know his name? But whatever. I guess it's my turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go to a lighthearted one. I'm going with Gronk. This is Hanna-Barbera. It is.
I don't trust you anymore.
I know this one is. It is. I know they just between Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes. I really do. But I thought Looney Tunes was under the Hanna-Barbera umbrella.
Gotcha.
I did.
Hanna-Barbera has a rather large umbrella. They do. I'll give you that.
So but I definitely know there's between Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera. So it is Hanna-Barbera. And it's the only clue I can really give you is Curly from Three Stooges. It's an animal.
Curly from Three Stooges, and it's an animal.
It's an animal that acts like Curly from Three Stooges. Wasn't a huge popular show. Jabberjaw.
Okay.
He's always like cluck, 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 and he's never serious, but he's like the biggest guy in the room, and he's like the antagonist of the show, but he's just kind of happy to be there. You know what I mean? Not saying that Gronk doesn't prep, but he doesn't take anything serious. He doesn't really prep for anything. He's just kind of going along with the flow and gets sort of Forrest Gumped at the end, and everything turns out all right. But it's more of Gronk's laugh, I got a touchdown. It's
all right, I got a question. Did you see the video that they put out of Tom Brady and Gronk reading mean tweets?
It was terrible.
Yeah, well, because first of all, they weren't mean tweets. All right.
No, exactly. Yeah,
they were real softball. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give them mean tweets, give them mean tweets. But the way Gronk was reading those tweets,
oh my God, it's like he couldn't read.
Was that real, or was that because I don't?
Who knows?
He's well aware of this persona that he puts out, and he feeds into it,
right?
And I don't I really want to know does he really just read that poorly?
Yeah, he almost had to have his finger running along the sentence. Right. So, dear Gronk,
you didn't see it. He's Gronk is they're very bad boy.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. It's like watching the young guns try to read.
Like, if he really does read that poorly, and gosh, I really hope he doesn't have like a learning disability or something. Because I'm not trying to make fun of that. It just, I think I get the impression that's him feeding into this persona that he has.
Sure.
Of Gronk. All right, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to the offensive line. This is the last offensive line.
Oh my God, Jesus.
I had 3. There's 5 guys. I had 3. All right, and I left off.
There's 53 guys.
Okay, fine. But I was an offensive lineman, and I tend to be biased towards those guys. Wirfs. Talk about Christian Wirfs, the rookie. I will tell you this is an MCU character.
Okay.
All right. Big guy who jumps a lot. You know, Wirfs jumps out of that pool and big strong guy. Big guy who jumps a lot.
I feel like I should just know this. Is it Hulk?
You should. Yeah, the Hulk.
Okay.
The Hulk.
All you had to do was say Smash, but you had to make it obtuse for me, but fine. Yeah. Hulk.
Be clear.
Hulk. I get it. Yeah, that was and it was real tempting to do it with Sue, like Hulk or something like that. But I took sort of his very boyish and almost childlike nature, where it's very naive or naivete, people like to say nowadays for some reason. And that story I told you about when he was on with the Salty Dogs, and they're asking him the question like, so what's the coolest thing you ever bought? And and like he doesn't even realize that they're looking for like, because he never says, "Oh, I haven't bought a car or a house yet." He's like, "Oh, it's this dish dispenser." Like he doesn't. It's totally over his head about what's going on. So someone who's that strong and sort of that, like I said boyish and naive. I'll just tell you, Flintstones.
Barney. Barney Rubble.
Strong.
Bam Bam.
There you go.
Bam Bam. Hey, fun fact. Flintstones was also Hanna-Barbera.
I know. I'm aware.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, now I feel like I'm leading. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over to the defensive side of the ball. JPP.
Okay.
Get a big name here. I don't know. Did you have JPP on your own?
I did not.
All right. You know how JPP has got his hand blown up, and he came back.
Yeah.
And then he broke his neck, and then he came back.
Cyborg.
No, not Cyborg.
No,
this is MCU, not whatever.
DC.
But he keeps healing. He keeps healing and coming
Wolverine.
back. He's super ferocious. Yeah,
Wolverine.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that works. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. We'll get Devin White out of the way. Of course, a big thing that everyone talks about Devin White, besides all his attributes, I guess the thing that sits out the most is his speed, right? But I didn't want to call him Flash. It was too easy. But there is another superhero show out there. I think it's already been canceled. That I guess we would say has someone who looks like him.
That looks like Devin or looks like Flash? Oh.
Looks like Devin.
Looks like Devin. Is it the Netflix show?
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I picked for Devin White.
I also had Devin White. Mine had less to do with the speed, although it's in that idea, and just the fact that Devin White just seems to pop up wherever the action is.
Okay.
Just bam, 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 pops up wherever the action is. Another superhero from the MCU, from the not MCU, actually.
But a Marvel character?
Yeah, Marvel character.
A Marvel character.
Bam, 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 just pops up. He just appears. And it's like, oh, he's there. He's everywhere.
What's that? A Nightcrawler?
That's it right there, Nightcrawler.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I have Antonio Brown.
Hey, real quick.
Sure.
Just to say, we are now in our not top, just last 3.
Okay, thank you.
Antonio Brown.
I have Antonio Brown. This crazy motherfucker.
I was tempted to do Antonio Brown. I didn't do him. Just crazy guy.
Crazy, loves chaos. has no empathy, really screwed up in the head,
Loki.
terrible hair.
Loki.
No, just thrives off chaos.
This is Marvel?
It's DC. It's DC's
DC.
biggest villain.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
a
get that.
crazy bastard.
Yep. I get that. I had I didn't have any bad guys on here. Let's go over to this one. Ooh, Mike Evans.
Okay.
I had Mike Evans. Now you know Mike Evans is a big fan of the Harry Potter
Yes.
deal. So in that honor, I kept this in the Harry Potter realm.
Okay.
But I had to go in for the guy that I thought was, quite frankly, the biggest badass in the Harry Potter series.
God.
All right.
You know Harry Potter's so much better than I do.
I do. And this guy was like, you know how we often talk about like Mike Evans, like he quietly got 100 yards this game.
Yeah.
You know, now the last two games, obviously he hasn't, but you know, the number of times we've looked at him, he's just sort of quietly been there. And it's like, wow,
he had 7
got
catches
1,000 yards already. Really? How'd that happen? But he was just a guy who was all over the place, and he was awesome. You're not going to get this one, Ren. That's okay. Kingsley Shacklebolt.
You're right. I was thinking like maybe you're gonna do Neville.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It doesn't work at all for Neville.
For the people. Okay. Don't get offended, Brent. It was just a guess.
Here's a character. I don't know if it works or not. Hanna-Barbera?
No. Please explain to everyone who the hell Kingsley.
Kingsley Shacklebolt was a character who was he worked for the ministry.
Okay.
And he was a part of what they called the Order of Phoenix, which was like the resistance against the bad movement that was coming up.
Most people know what the Order of the Phoenix is.
Yeah, it was the resistance. That, like I said, that resistance, and Kingsley was the guy who, like nobody knew he was in the resistance unless you were in that resistance. Like he could be the mole. He could be the double agent.
Was he the guy when they went to arrest Dumbledore?
Yes.
And then he left, like, you know, and Fox flew between his hands when he disappeared, and he goes, he's like him or hate him, he's got style.
I have to admit, Dumbledore's got style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and fun fact: after the whole series wrapped up, Kingsley actually became the next minister for magic, ascended to the highest job. So, anyway, that's
so
Kingsley.
he survived.
He's spoiler
Obviously.
alert. Yes, the final book has been out for over 13 years. Sorry. Yes, he survives and he becomes the next president of magic people.
The old president of magic people guy.
Kingsley was badass. He really was.
All right, man.
He was
Calm
awesome.
down. All right.
He was awesome. I'm not coming down. No, Kingsley's awesome.
Okay. Gosh. Levante David.
I have Levante David. Let's do it.
I got him as a mentor.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
I don't know if Hanna-Barbera or not. It's an action figure line that was also a cartoon that came out.
Arms.
There, nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, nice.
It was not, by the way, for the record, Man at Arms was, you're talking about the HeMan series.
Yes.
Was not Hanna-Barbera, it was Filmation.
Okay.
Do you Ren, that is nobody who is under the age of like 40 is going to understand who Man at Arms is.
I watched HeMan and I'm almost 50.
Right. That's what I mean. Anyone who's under the age of 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not over, under.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. Yeah. I don't know.
Or
you're
38.
I was about to say, because you're under 40.
No, I am 40.
Oh, you turned 40?
Yeah, I know, right?
Welcome to the club.
Good Lord, I know. I'm old.
Your eyes going yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine went like the day. I swear to God, just like they say, it's like the day you turn 40. Like
Yeah.
I was like,
I had about 15 years ago. I had LASIK eye surgery.
Oh, okay.
And they told me then, like, when you hit about 40, like LASIK's not going to fix what happens when you get older. It's just going to correct vision. Now, like what happens when you get older is different. So when you get 40, that's still going to happen. Yeah, like right about this year, my eyes have been like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. My last one
Who was Man at Arms?
Who's Man at Arms? He was just. It was a dumb name for a guy who was. He was HeMan. If you don't know who HeMan is, but you probably do. He is the Prince of what? Thundor?
Eternia.
No. Eternia.
Yeah.
Prince of Eternia, Prince Adam, when he holds the sword of power and holds it over his head and says, I have the power, he turns into He-Man, which is basically the strongest man in the universe. Okay? Mm-hmm. And sort of his little good guy team, his mentor, the guy who tried to keep him on the stage straight and narrow and learning the right lessons when he was Prince Adam, was Man at Arms, which was basically being like the general of the army of Eternia.
Yeah. And he was also only one of 3 people on the secret of who.
Yes, that's true.
He-Man actually was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Prince Adam was He-Man, which you could never tell. I mean, putting him in a pink shirt and lavender stockings was a better disguise than putting Superman in glasses. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it was very Scarlet Pimpernel-ish.
Again, like,
you don't know that reference?
Oh.
Anyway, I'll let that go. Back in around 2000, He-Man got an update. Cartoon Network did a reboot of the series, which was really, really good. Netflix right now they're in production on a new reboot of He-Man with Mark Hamill as one of the voices.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker. He's also done Joker.
I know who Mark Hamill is.
I'm just asking. You're like, just give me a blank face. All right. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't get excited about like, oh, Mark Hamill's voicing this cartoon. Let me go check it out.
Oh,
I mean, he did great.
Have you heard what Mark Hamill does? Like some of the voices and stuff he does as a voice actor? Apparently not. Apparently not.
I know he's great as a Joker. I get it. Yeah. I know he is. Okay. Congratulations. Yeah. You wouldn't know who he was if he wasn't Luke Skywalker.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. So.
All right. Oh, I have Levante. I should say Levante.
Okay.
Levante's best friend in the whole world. Your favorite Buccaneer.
Oh, God.
In the history of the world, Gerald McCoy always fancied himself a little Batman.
He did.
Rich guy that doesn't actually have any powers. He's just really rich and like makes all these fancy gadgets. Well, except Levante is better, and he stuck around, and he was actually in the guy I gave him was the MCU, and it's kind of as the what do you call it, like the veteran, the senior guy, the old guy in the group, the patriarch of the Buccaneers defense right now, as the patriarch of the Avengers, the guy who really got it all started and moving.
Right, Loki.
No. False.
Who was the bad guy in Iron Man? Jeff Bridges.
I didn't say bad guy.
I know. You're talking about Iron Man, of course.
I am talking about Iron Man. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that correlation that you went there.
Yeah. Less rich guy with fun suit and doesn't actually have any powers, because actually I think Levante David might actually have some real life superpowers.
Oh, Jesus.
Versus his best friend who didn't. I
feel like you're getting in this too much. Like,
do I know?
He-Man. Fun fact about He-Man. Like, no. That's not what we're doing. You're getting into this. But it's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, like you were saying, instead of not about the suit and the wisecrack, and it's more about what he symbolizes and what he is to the Buccaneers and the defense and the organization. If the Buccaneers organization was the Avengers, Levante David's got to be Iron Man.
There you go.
It's got to be.
There you go.
Or Will Golston.
There you go. All right, Ren. Number one,
I got Chris Godwin.
I thought you might have him.
And I have him. What I picked was, there's a lot to pick from here. Look, there's going to be a lot to pick from here. I'd be interested to sort of see who you pick. The sidekick who's actually better at their job than the person in the spotlight.
Robin.
That is so untrue.
He was the first sidekick who came to mind. Give me a general area of where we're talking here.
Real life person, but that doesn't matter. I just want to hear your ideas.
Yeah, a real life person whose sidekick is better than the actual person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stay away from anything political.
Definitely. Late night talk show.
Andy Richter.
Nice.
Is it really?
Yes.
On Conan O'Brien, right?
Yes. Andy Richter's so much funnier than Conan. Conan's funny. Andy Richter is really freaking funny.
All right. And so what you're saying, where Chris Godwin as a
Mike
sidekick is actually better than the number one guy being Evans.
It was really good.
He was really good. Yeah.
But really, the other guy's better.
Yeah. We had that conversation on the last show.
Yeah.
And I can't disagree with you on that as much as it feels icky to say.
Yeah, you don't want to say it out loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean no disrespect to the other guy. It's like, yeah, he really is. And now he's going to be out for another week or two.
Yeah. Thank God for the Joker. Pull out Andy Richter and plug in the Joker. I think I'd rather have the Joker. Speaking on those terms.
All right. Well, my last guy here, and I'm a little surprised you didn't have him because I'm going to. You got to talk about the
too obvious.
If you have Iron Man on the team,
too obvious.
You got to talk about the guy who's leading the team, the guy who's out there commanding the charge. And you know what? This guy, let's face it, he's real pretty. I'm talking about Tom Brady right now. He's real pretty, and he's got America's ass, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Have you not seen Avengers Endgame?
Of course I have.
Surely you have. Then you should 100% catch the reference.
Got America's ass?
Yes.
Okay, I don't.
Wow. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's the captain
Brent
of
is stunned.
The who's leading the entire team.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just don't understand the reference to the movie. Like, I don't remember that little quote. I know you're talking about Captain America, obviously.
Talking about Captain America, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a point when Captain America Future is fighting Captain America in the past.
Yes.
And he knocks him down, and he looks, and he's one Captain America is face down. And he looks down, and he goes, "That is America's ass," and like walks away. It was like a little laughing haha moment.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember that part. I remember the meeting. You know, and him being like, kind of like, even himself, even his future self over himself. Like, oh, come on, man. Like,
right.
like seriously, you gotta be this. You gotta be this goody two shoes. Like right now.
Right.
Do you have to be so me? Like right at this moment.
Right. Can you just be cooler? Like I am now.
You know, Tony was right. I am a dick.
Anyway,
well, that's it.
Right. That's it. That's our 10 guys with alter egos on the Buccaneers. That's it. Yeah.
The end.
I don't know what else to say. A lot of fun, Ren. Man, there were some deep cuts there. There were some real obvious cuts in the middle of all that as well. So I'll turn this back out to anybody out there. Hey, listen, if you guys have made it this far in the podcast and haven't turned us off yet, congratulations.
You deserve a gold star.
You deserve your own alter ego, quite frankly. So, hey, listen, write in, let us know. I'd just be curious to know, first of all, who's listened this far, and two, like, who would you pick? Who would you pick, and what alter ego would you give them? Could be a superhero, could be a cartoon character, could be a real life person, figure of history, whatever it is.
Could be your next door neighbor.
Your next door neighbor, right? Just be prepared to explain it if it's not overarchingly obvious. With that, Ren, why don't you tell the folks where they can contact you if they want to let you know who they're picking as an alter ego out there?
Yeah.
Who would you pick for Ren and I? Who are our alter egos? There you go.
I'm Mole Man. Yeah, don't contact me with your list. Best place to find me is at Rendax, REN_TA. I don't want to hear him. REN_TA.
Everybody, flood Ren's DMs. It's REN_DAXT. Flood them with your list.
Best place to find me is on Twitter at Rendax. I guess I just said that. I'm always down to talk Buccaneers football. I'll keep it nice and short. But, a little FYI, the Collide room is up and running. Bucks Giants. So if you want to go in there, and we had it could have gone, it it went as well as possibly could even hoped for last time, and everyone in there like thanked me for it, and they had a lot of fun. So again, you can just go in there, and once you join, you're in. Like you can just forget about it until Monday night, and then
is this one of those things like there'll be a new room like for each game?
Yeah.
Or like, is there like one room that's created like for Buccaneers fans and everybody gets to stay in it? How does that work? Do you know?
One room's going to be created for each game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, each game. Because I remember like when we did the what was the last game? Who did we play? Raiders. We did the Raiders. Like by the end of the game, it was like 54. You know, something like that. And then we talked about it on the call-in show. And then when I went back to it like Tuesday, the room was still up, and there was like 69 people in there.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay.
So transfer them over.
Yeah, exactly. But
just rename that old room and keep it going.
And I have sort of a fun thing here. Clyde has told me that if you dress up in your Bucs gear, and if you look at the app, you see, you know, that little sort of like short movie clip at the room where it's like people watching the TV, and then like something happens on TV and they're hooray, you know, like there's a group of 5 or 6 people. If you do that in your Bucs gear and you send it to me, I can, if I like it, I can forward it on to Collide, and they might make it sort of like the header for the room.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can be
Become
there.
The header for the room. That's cool.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
It's Buccaneers Raiders or Raiders at Buccaneers, the Pewtercast. And like I said, just, you know, if you have the app downloaded already, thank you very much. Just go in there, join the room, and then you don't have to worry about it until Monday night, because like you get you're always in the room until the room no longer exists. Like it never kicks you out. And you get to go right to it when you come back in. So
yeah, like it saves it for you. You don't have to go searching for it every time you open the app. By the way, it's Giants versus Buccaneers this week, not Raiders.
Yes.
Go find the Giants one, not the Raiders one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it has our name Pewtercast on it. So go ahead and jump in there, and you can already start talking. It's Giants Revenge Week, baby.
There you go. I like it. If you guys want to get in touch with me, you find me at Brent Allen Live across all the social medias, and the show is at the Pewtercast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Email us to thepewtercast@gmail.com. Please keep in mind anything you send us we could use on a future episode of the Pewtercast. Be sure you join us, guys. We're coming back later this week. I know this was just a fun episode, but we are definitely still covering the Bucs, and we are back Friday night going live to talk about all the news and break down everything that has happened this week in one Buccaneer place, the Advent Health Training Center. We'll talk about all that stuff surrounding the team then, and then we'll also take a look at the upcoming game on Monday night. And don't forget, after the game on Monday night, the original post-game call-in show will be back live. Ren and I will be here with you, taking your phone calls, letting you join the video chat as we discuss the game as soon as the clock hits 000 or, you know, a few minutes thereafter. Ren, that's going to do it for us for tonight, buddy.
It is.
Good show. Lots of fun as we talk through these alter egos. Until next time, guys, that's going to do it for us for tonight. Go